Hi guys, today is Wednesday, July 15th. I promise we will get this vlog up for you guys soon. There's been a lot going on this week, but we will. So, the last thing we decided to put in this vlog is we are going to make a tie blanket today. So, the things you will need for this kind of tie blanket is scissors, a ruler, and that should be about it. If you guys are looking for a quiet activity for your kids to do because it's too hot or something outside for them to be outside, this is a really great suggestion. Obviously you don't have to take it, but we'll show you guys how to do it in case you want to.
All right, so here we have our blanket that Corey picked out. It's cute design on it with the cupcakes. So basically we just started out with cutting. We picked the same fabric for front and back, so we cut just two pieces of fabric the same size for a blanket. And then what we did is we just cut these cuts horizontally into the blanket. They were about, I think ours were about 1.5 inches or 2 inches long, these cuts. So just so that they're long enough to tie. And then you just make them about an inch wide apart, and you cut it all the way down. We did all of the cutting first just to get it out of the way instead of doing one side at a time. And so you cut all around, and we figured out how to do the corners. We just cut the corners a square out of the corner of the blanket. So if your cuts are 1 inch, then you'd cut a 1 by 1 inch square out of each corner, so that your blanket is still has a nice corner edge on it. So that's what we did, and we did modify this a little bit so that Corey and I could do it together.
Because I don't have the ability to tie them, what we did was she would make the first knot, and then she would put my finger in the loop.
Mm-hmm. So she could help me tie the second knot, so I could tie the second knot around it, which actually made it a lot easier to do. So yeah, it's just a simple 2 knots for each loop, and you tie the bottom layer to the top layer of the cuts so that they make that knot in the middle.
And if you have 2 separate pieces of fabric that you wish to put together, that's okay too. I'd had this fabric with me for quite a while, waiting to be tied into a blanket, from previous people that have worked with me and for me, and it just never got touched, and it was time for it to be used.
Yeah, and yay, here's the final product. It turned out looking great, and tell them what we did with it.
So I originally wanted to make blankets for the Linus Project, a very worthy cause. However, they got rid of the drop-off locations here in the Springs, and they only have drop-off locations in Denver now, so that wasn't going to work anymore. So we gave our blanket to the Ronald McDonald House.
So yeah, go into a good cause.
And they're in very desperate need right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because of COVID or just because in the summer people don't think of blankets.
Yeah.
For
So
kids.
please donate if you can. Especially this kind of DIY project is really awesome because really all ages can do it, and it doesn't take super long. I think for us how long did it take us? 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours with all of the cutting and tying because our blanket was pretty big. But yeah, we had a great time, and we're glad it went to a good cause.